Good morning, y'all. I'm going to need you to listen to what I say next because you have an opportunity here right now this morning to change the course of history. Yesterday, the Republicans in Congress passed the continuing resolution. All Democratic members of the House voted against it, except for Blue Dog Jared Golden of Maine. Feel free and call him and let him know what you think of that. And so it moves on to the Senate. However, for it to pass the Senate, it needs 60 votes. That means Senate Republicans must get 8 Democrats to vote with them in order to pass the continuing resolution. To give a green light, a blank check to Donald Trump and Elon Musk to continue to dismantle American society, the federal government, and continue to say F you to the Constitution and democracy, and to fully install themselves as an authoritarian regime. This cannot be allowed to happen. I know that Chuck Schumer and some Democrats in the Senate are worried that people will blame them if they vote no for this resolution. So we need everybody to get on the horn and call their Democratic senator, and not just that, but to also call Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. By the way, when you call the switchboard, the automated system won't put you through unless you say Charles Schumer. This is your chance. This is your chance to put the pressure on Democrats to vote no on this resolution and change the course of history. We know that our electeds, they do listen to us. They do cave to pressure. They don't have their own spine, so they've got to borrow ours. So we need to let them know that they must have the courage to vote no. The people want them to vote no. This is not Democrats shutting down the government. This is Republicans making the choice to shut down the federal government because they have put forth a continuing resolution that offers no guardrails for DOGE and continues to allow Congress to be stripped of its power of the purse. They have put forth a continuing resolution that would allow unelected South African ketamine addict Elon Musk to continue to illegally dismantle the federal government. They have put no guardrails on him. It is Republicans in the Senate who are continuing to freely give away their constitutional power, and that cannot be allowed to continue. Functionally, the federal government is already shut down because of the illegal actions of DOGE. The difference is that DOGE wants to do that permanently, and that cannot be allowed to happen. And so you've got to call your Democratic senator, and you've got to call Chuck Schumer in his capacity as minority leader and let them know they must vote no, that they will have the support of the people if they vote no. We already know they're going to get one vote out of turncoat John Fetterman, but here is the list of other Democratic senators that are considered to be most vulnerable to vote yes. Of course, Alyssa Slotkin is on this list. But all of these guys, you need to be on the phone with them right now, especially if you live in their district. If you live in Arizona, Colorado, Georgia, Michigan, New Hampshire, or Virginia, you have a chance to change the course of history and save democracy. And all of the rest of us, we need to be calling our senators and urging them to vote no, but also to put the pressure on these guys: Mark Kelly, Ruben Gallego, Michael Bennett, John Hickenlooper, John Ossoff, Gary Peters, Alyssa Slotkin, Maggie Hassan, and Mark Warner. Urge your Democratic senator to vote no. Urge them to put the pressure on Chuck Schumer and that list of folks to also vote no. This cannot be allowed to pass. If you don't feel comfortable calling and you need a little help, please get the 5 Calls app. This is what it looks like, and it will give you a script and help you call your senators or any of the senators on that list. Here is the script on 5 Calls. It looks like this: no federal funding of the continuing resolution without DOGE guardrails. Here's what mine looks like when I click to the details of the call. Here's the script you can use. It gives you the direct number to your senator's office, but you can also call the switchboard to talk to Chuck Schumer or those other guys. When I called, I said, "Hello, Senator. My name's Angela. My zip code is. I am calling today to urge you to vote no on the continuing resolution. I know that Senate Democrats are worried that Americans are going to blame them, but this is Republicans' fault. It is Republicans who are shutting down the federal government. It is Elon Musk who is shutting down the federal government. We cannot allow this resolution to go forward. You must stand strong. This resolution puts no guardrails on DOGE. It will be the dismantling of the remainder of our democracy, and you cannot be complicit in that. Please, please, please vote no, and urge your colleagues in the Senate to vote no as well. Thank you so much for continuing to represent Oregonians and defend democracy. I know that you will do the right thing." Also, if you've not seen Elizabeth Booker Houston's video on this subject, you need to watch it. She makes such a good point that Democrats, they really are failing at messaging big time. And the accurate response, if someone comes at them and says, "Why did you vote to shut down the government?" the response needs to be Elon Musk. That's it. I didn't shut down the government. Elon Musk is the reason the government is shut down. That's it. Hammer it over and over and over. Elon Musk is the reason we're in this position. Elon Musk is the reason for the pain and suffering in this country. Elon Musk is the reason the government is non-functional. Okay, that's enough. Call right now. When I called Chuck Schumer's voicemail, it was still open. It's often full, so call and fill it up. Call your senators. Change the course of history.